I think it's like anything in life that you do, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. And so what I have found in my life since I came out when I was 13 and have, taken buses and trolleys to get to the center is that the more that I've participated in my community, the more that I've gotten out of it and the more that it does feel like a family. More personal note, and I think why I'm really driven to care about the center and reflect on it is twofold. One is in 2011, I went there for an HIV test with a boyfriend of mine. And from that test, we both ended up testing positive for HIV. And I was really scared at the time, but really appreciated how proactively the center guided me to resources and how quickly I was able to start on medication and get undetectable viral load. And I wonder if I'd gone somewhere else to get tested, if I would have been given that same attention, and how quickly they would have been able to help me without having insurance or anything, be able to get access to medication and see doctors without like out-of-pocket costs. So that was important to me. And I like the AIDS Walk San Diego. So I think that's the reason they asked me to do this, is because I fundraised a good chunk of money for AIDS Walk San Diego. I'm really happy to see all of the messages and the response from the center in response to the pandemic. So I really appreciate that. And I understand how difficult it must be for a nonprofit to try to maintain services. And if anything, like build new services in response to current needs with a diminishing supply of like regular donors. And so Carrie had reached out to me and said hi on Facebook, and I'd messaged to her and said, oh, like, I wish I'd believed in myself more, because I could have raised more than what I brought in if I'd like made just that, had made that my goal. And she had mentioned the end of the year campaign, and I said that I'd be willing to help with it. I think one of the things that I really like about that is that you could create your own teams and set your own goals. And so a lot of people who don't think that they're good at fundraising or don't think that they could really bring in a lot of money can work together with a team and make it feel a lot more social, even if you're not together. And then you could very visibly see the results of like your team efforts coming together to, exceed goals that you didn't think you could individually set for yourself, which then might like inspire you then to higher goals for yourself. And realize like, oh wow, like I do know a lot of people, and a lot of times the reason people don't give isn't because they can't, but it's because they don't get asked to.